And every night, he looks up in the sky and sees the moon and howls her name. But he can never touch her again.
Wow. Cuckoo got screwed.
Yeah. We all did. We all got screwed. X-Men Origins Wolverine was directed by Gavin Hood, and it stars Hugh Jackman and the talented Liev Schreiber. And during that time, you know, the Fox Studio was losing their minds. They had X-Men Origins Magneto movie in the works. They had an X-Men Origins Professor Xavier in the works. But after seeing X-Men Origins, I'm like, okay, X-Men Origin projects, like, please don't do it, because it sounded terrible. Because what they was going to have in the X-Men Origins Magneto movie, if they ever made it, they was going to have Ian McKellen as the main star, of course, but it's going to be a prequel. But yet they're going to use CGI to have a younger Ian McKellen to play younger Magneto. This movie was projected to come out in 2011, and CGI wasn't that good until 2015. Thank God Fox Studios decided to scrap the project and decided to come out with X-Men First Class. So that kind of diminished all the X-Men Origins Professor Xavier, X-Men Origins Magneto, X-Men Origins, and nonsense. Now this movie takes place years before the first movie, I guess. Because when we saw Wolverine in X-Men, that's all we need to know. I mean, me personally, there was no need to make an X-Men Origins, and there's no need for the studio to audition will.i.am and the rest of the piece. I mean, there is no reason why we should have this movie, but we got this movie, so I have to talk about it. I just want to talk about all the shoehorn characters. The main few things that's been wrong with this movie is the shoehorn characters. They forced Deadpool, they forced John Rafe, they forced some guy who can talk to light bulbs, and they forced this other guy, Agent Zero, and Agent Zero, it seemed like when Agent Zero did all of his stunts, it felt like he was just on rope. And I know that actors use rope and use, you know, cords to lift them up when they do in their stunt work, but yet don't make it noticeable, you know? Don't make it noticeable like you know? And how can you do a backflip while you're going up? That right there was, wow, that was very bad. Now we have a young Stryker, and he's pretty much capturing mutants and using the mutants to create the Deadpool. You know, a Deadpool is basically a mutant, a created mutant that has all the abilities of all the mutants they captured, and they forced Cyclops. They forced Emma Frost. Emma Frost. Dude, but Fox Studios came out and gave out a bullshit answer saying, like, that person is not really Emma Frost. Her name was Emma. You know, Wolverine, he's all about his path of revenge. You know, him and Sabretooth, they both are like brothers. They both been in wars together. Then you have Sabretooth killing Wolverine's wife, and then Wolverine want to be like, Victor! Victor! Might as well just be like Mr. Kennedy and just yell out, Mr. Kennedy! It didn't really sound believable. And then that fight scene between Wolverine and Sabretooth was awfully bad. I mean, how many cuts and edits do you need to get thrown into a tree log? Pretty much my eyes were hurting with so many shots and edits that's being cut into him being thrown into a tree log. It's like 7 different cuts of the same scene. It's just as bad, but not as bad as the Taken scene in Taken 3 when Liam Neeson took 13 shots just to jump over one fence. Oh, And then, one more other thing I noticed, that when they killed all the Africans when they were in Africa, they used the same shot for Deadpool. You know this shot that Deadpool used to cut the bullet in half. They used that exact same shot and pinned it in frame when they was killing the Africans. Lazy, very lazy. Everything. And the CGI for everything was bad. The helicopter was complete cartoon, and also you would have Wolverine using his claws to glide against the ground, and then he lifted up into a helicopter. That was pure bad CGI. I mean, his claws look bad CGI up close, and the CGI that was used for Wolverine's claws in the first movie was way better than the CGI in this movie, and it's very astonishing. Why? Because X-Men came out in 2000 and X-Men Origins came out in 2009, so you'd think the CGI would have been better, not worse, right? This movie particularly was by far the worst X-Men movie ever. Like, it's called X-Men Origins, so it's considered an X-Men movie. Wonder why? Because you have a CGI Patrick Stewart, and you have a forced Cyclops in it, and Cyclops didn't do anything. I don't know what was Gavin Hood or people who in Fox trying to come up with, but I guess they're trying to attempt fan service just the way they did in Last Stand, but really it really didn't meet the mark. This movie definitely deserves an F. This is one of the worst movies of all time X-Men movie. This movie was so bad that James Mangold and Hugh Jackman themselves says that this movie does not exist. It does not exist. Hugh Jackman even came out and said the Wolverine is the first Wolverine movie. It's not the second Wolverine movie, even though it's technically the second Wolverine movie. It's the first Wolverine movie that came out. Don't get me started with Deadpool. And fun fact, let you know, at the studio trying to create a Deadpool movie for many years. They was planning to come out with the movie in 2011 with Ryan Reynolds as the character. But yet, they couldn't come out with a good script because of this movie. They couldn't come up with a good story and a good way to present the character without messing the character up because of this movie. And that's why the movie was canceled in production. And they needed a certain event just for them to make a Deadpool movie. And you know what was that event? Days of Future Past. Without Days of Future Past, we would never have a Deadpool movie. Yeah. I will get into more of that when I do that review. So guys, that's my review for X-Men Origins. Guys, what do you think about X-Men Origins? What is your favorite X-Men movie? Please comment on the board, let me know. And also, I'm going to work on a game review coming real soon. It's coming to you real soon. And also, I'm going to have a secret review that I'm developing. And it's coming to you real soon. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like everything you see and you agree, click right here to join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in a way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.